Hey guys, it's Bridget. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be a makeup I'm throwing away as well as a little bit of an empties video for you. So I recently did part 1 and 2 of my makeup decolor. I did eyeshadows and then I did like foundations, blushes, highlighters, all that. So if you haven't seen either one of those videos, can't talk, I'll leave them linked down below for you. But today, here are some things that I just decided I'm going to throw away, things that weren't really in that video, things I'm just going to part with when I reorganize my makeup. I saw these things and I was like, I don't want these things anymore, as well as things that I've completely used up, and we're going to talk about whether or not I would repurchase them, what I thought about them, and stuff like that. So without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Alright guys, before we get started, today's video is brought to you by Dossier, so I want to thank them so much for working with me again. It's always a pleasure. Dossier is a brand that I can actually get behind, and like, I can tell you these are great products for an affordable price. So one thing I hate is being broke, right? So if I was going to buy a high-end luxury product for just paying for the price tag that's on the label, like paying for the brand name, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, why would you go to the store and buy the name brand beans when you can get the off-brand beans for the same price? Why I'm making a bean reference, I don't know. But I just love the fact that I get a high quality luxury product or high luxury scent without that price tag attached to the name. So Dossier does that for me. They have products like these that are $29 each for a full size fragrance. Also, my favorite thing about them, besides the price, because I love luxury scents, there's a lot of love in Sephora, but I can't afford them, and I can get them for affordable price on Dossier, is the fact that you have a little card that tells you about the notes as well as what it kind of dupes. And they all come with a full-size bottle and a sample size. So the sample is my favorite thing because you don't actually have to waste and open up the bottle. If you don't like the scent, you can test out the sample size before so you're not wasting this bottle. This doesn't have to go in the trash if you decide to return it, and they do have free returns. They have a little sample size that you can take with you, try out for a few days, see how you like the scent. And also, if you do enjoy the scent, you decide to use the full bottle, these are great to like stick in your purse or stick away for like traveling, if anyone travels anymore, I don't know. But these are just great full-size products. This one right here is the Musky Green Tea. It's inspired by Creed's Silver Mountain Water, which honestly is kind of like a kind of muskier scent. Has a muskiness, but it also smells light and has like that sea kind of moment to it. I also have another one here for you, which is a dupe for Tom Ford's Noir. This one is called Spicy Vanilla. This one has more like a brown tint to it. The other one's more clear. And this one is kind of a spicy vanilla, is a good scent for it. But this has kind of, it reminds me of like a nice dark lit den. You're walking into like a nice fancy place. I feel like this would be a really good scent if you're going to the bar with like some bourbon. I feel like that's a really good scent for that. I love the way men smell, you guys. And this like, I love the men's scents. There are like unisex, you can wear whatever you want. Sometimes I wear cologne. So I love the way men smell, and these fragrances are absolutely amazing. So if you want to check out Dossier, please check them at the top of the description box. Thank you again, Dossier, for working with me on today's video. And like, you guys, try their dupe for like Sauvage, because I love the scent Sauvage, but it's really expensive. So anyways, thank you guys so much, and now let's get into the video. All right guys, so let's start off with the things that I'm throwing away before we get into stuff that is empties. So firstly, I'm going to throw away this Pixi Hydrating Milky Makeup Remover. I'd say a good 30% of it's down to here out of the bottle. I just honestly, I like the pump thing. I like how you push the cotton round onto it and it does it. I just feel like it's not the best for certain mascaras, and I haven't been using that lately. I've really just been using a makeup wipe, which I know is bad for you, but I have a ton of them. I bought the 100 pack from Colourpop, but I don't know. It's just not for me, I guess. It was fine. I got some use out of it. I really wanted to love it because I love milky products, but I'm just gonna throw it away because I don't really use it anymore. Okay, my resentment towards this product is real, you guys, and it's from Becca. It is their Skin Love Brighten and Blur primer thing. I despise the way this smells. It smelled fine at first. I liked it when I first got it. I hate the smell now. Like, I've smelled it too much. I don't even want to open it right now. I do not like the way this smells anymore. I used probably half of it. I got some good use out of it, but I hate the smell, and I don't like blurring primers because I feel like they're gonna clog my pores. Maybe I'll find some blurring primers that I really enjoy, but something kind of silicone-y like this, I'm not really loving on my skin these days, so nope, I don't want anything to do with that one. All right, next up is a concealer. This is the W7 We've Got You Covered concealer in, I don't know what shade this is, FC1, so cool one. The concealer's fine. It's nothing revolutionary, and I don't feel like it wears the best, so I need something a little more long wearing. I just don't care for it compared to other high-end concealers that I have. And there's also some drugstore concealers I like better than this too. So it's not enough coverage, not enough wear time for me to love and keep in my collection. Speaking of concealers, I have this one from a Korean beauty haul. It is their salmon one, which I've heard so much about. It's like a salmon dark circle concealer cream from Skin Food. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I tried it in a trying on a full face of like Korean beauty products. It doesn't smell like anything. Something about the word salmon in this kind of freaks me out. And I just did not notice any difference with it. I'm not a fan of concealers that I put on with my finger, and it's just kind of on the oilier side. So I don't think it's gonna wear that well throughout the day with an oily based concealer underneath and then put concealer on top of, because it's not a concealer on its own. Just an unnecessary product that I just don't want in my collection. Something that just absolutely sucked and I hate is this coral eyeliner gel thing from Colourpop. This one is in the shade Bay Breeze. Bay is in B-A-E. What am I saying? But yeah, I didn't like the way it performed. It kind of crumpled up on me. It kind of up on my skin. It didn't really lay down flat. It was just kind of a clumpy, jumpy mess, and I don't care for it, so I'm gonna throw it away. Don't care for it at all. Next up is an eyeshadow palette. This was in my eyeshadow palette declutter, so I'm just gonna run by it really quickly, but it is the Catrice Instabay. I don't know how the eyeshadow is. This came broken. I had to repress it, and it just kind of got messy after that, and I don't care to use it, so I'm just gonna toss it. Two things that I hit pan on forever ago, and I haven't used these in years, but somehow they stayed in my collection because I thought I was gonna do a video on like things that I've panned, but apparently the only things that I pan are contour colors, so what's the point in that video? But these are two contoury things. So this is the Photo Balm by the Balm Powder Foundation. It looks like this. I don't remember how much I liked it or not. I know I hit pan on it, but that's when I usually use this as a bronzer instead of a powder foundation. I don't actually really know how to use powder foundations properly because I know use normal foundations. I guess you can just stack it on top, but do you use setting powder in between? I don't know, but it's just so old I have to get rid of it. And then the other thing is this one. I totally don't know how I hit pan on the pale side of this, but it's the NYX Cheek Contour Duo in Double Dates. I think this is the second one. I think I finished one and I already went to another one, but here is this. I don't know how I finished this side so much, but honestly I used this as a contour for a really long time, but it's way too dark. It was way too chalky and it looked really dirty and not appropriate for my skin tone. It looked just like a dirty gray, brown, warm kind of mess. It looked both gray and warm at the same time. It was just not my color whatsoever. So these are gonna go. And that's basically the makeup that I'm throwing away. Now let's move on to the empties. All right, so I have this big box. Actually, there's a plant behind me right here, and I use this box as my plant stand to hold that up a little bit higher in the screen. But I have to use it today. So in this box, I have a whole bunch of empties. So let's just go over them really quickly because I feel like a lot of these things are things that I've used before and have been in my empties videos before if you've seen them. So firstly, I have two pairs of one pair of Miami Flare and one pair of Miami lashes from Lily Lashes. These just got worn to the core. The pair of Miamis I cried in and got the lashes all stuck together so they don't look cute anymore. And the Miami Flares I use so much that they're kind of falling apart on me now. So I decided to retire these. I have an extra pair of Miami Flares I can open up and use. I don't have an extra pair of Miamis currently, but they're good. I would recommend them. But Miamis are a hit or a miss. I'll love one pair and I'll hate the next. They're the same style, but something about the band on them is slightly different to me. Speaking of lashes, there's only one other pair of lashes in here, so let's do that. These are the Baddie B Saucy Lashes. Again, I used these to death until they started falling apart, so there's like a huge chunk inside here. That's why those are leaving. This is a lot of fragrance. I think it's making my voice funny. This is a lot of fragrance coming out of this box right now, you guys. It's a lot of hair products. Next up is a Ion 20 Volume Cream Developer. Finally use one of these because I usually use a giant cream bottle of the Sally brand, but I had a little one of those from who knows when. I finally used that up. I have a whole tube of cortisone because I use a lot of cortisone cream for my skin problems. I know it's not good for you. I wouldn't recommend it for no reason, but I use it a lot. This next thing is the empties of the Smackney Exfoliating Aloe Cleanser. I kept this in the shower as like my shower face cleanser for a really long time. It's fine. I didn't notice any huge difference in my acne or anything, but like it washed off really simply. It made my skin not feel too dry afterwards. So it's fine. Kind of hard to get though. I wish it was in stores. Next up, I have some setting powders. So I have the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder as well as the Anastasia Setting Powder in Vanilla. I actually took the stopper out of this one and cleaned out the entire bottom of this one. This one I didn't bother taking the stopper out of. But I finished 2 setting powders. This is actually my second thing of vanilla that I've finished. I want another one. They're kind of expensive though, but I want another one. Powder-ish thing, I'm just gonna throw away. This is another thing I'm just throwing away, is the Reserve Your Cabana bronzer from Wet n Wild. I don't use it anymore. Like, I use this since high school, okay? This thing came out in high school. It got discontinued last year and I bought a couple backups of them. And I don't use them anymore, so what was the point? I don't know. Like, I had this weird vibe about Wet n Wild for a while. Now I don't care because there's so many brands I don't know how to determine what, like, you know. But yeah, I just don't care for the bronzer anymore. I feel like it's not enough, you know. Now that I use like a lot more foundation and a lot more bronzers and setting powders that are tinted and stuff, I don't need that bronzer. That's super light. Okay, let's look at the other makeup-y stuff. We'll do hair stuff last. Another thing I'm throwing away, there's like a little itty bitty bit in here. It is the Skin Love Glow Shield Mist from Becca. It's just a small one. I used a ton of it, just down to the last little bit. Now I'm just gonna chuck it. Okay, let's see. We have a Profusion glitter eyeliner. It just dried up in here. I love the silver color. Honestly, for the Profusion price, these are pretty good. I like the eyeliner being all sparkly. I use it for my waterline under here. Not actually making a wing out of it. It's not very opaque, but it has some like some cute little glittery effects. It just dried up pretty quickly. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and I've been trying not to throw these away, you guys, because these were discontinued. But now a ton of brands have stamps, so it's not hard for me to get rid of this. It's a double-ended eyeliner from Ciate London. It's their Starstruck. One has a star stamp on one side, the other side is just a regular felt tip liner. But I held on to that for literally a year because they discontinued that, but now like Milk has stamps and so does Colourpop, so I don't have to keep that specific one anymore, even though I kept it forever. Last makeup-y thing, I finished the Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Primer from First Aid Beauty, and I already bought another one. So that's how that one went, because I ran out of this one. My skin started getting really bad and I was like, maybe this helped. So I bought another one. My skin still kind of sucks, so I don't know if it's helping, but I bought another one from Ulta. I wish it was on sale when I bought it because it's kind of pricey though. Okay, next up, oh, I do have one more makeup-y thing. I have a mascara, the Lash Princess Green one, the False Lash Effect from Essence, and I have an extra one of these that I'm using currently. So, pretty good mascara, $4.99, you guys, it's a great price. Okay, skincare stuff. I used a Khaleesi Caffeine Nourishing Sheet Masks. You can buy these on eBay for like a 5-pack for like really cheap compared to what you can get anywhere else because they came in Empties a long time ago. But they're still really good. It's my favorite sheet masks, so I would recommend those, but definitely go on like eBay or something and find it like a 10-pack if you can or something. I guess it's technically a makeup product. This is the Juno & Co. Moonshine Cream. I finished this thing up and I cleaned it out. It was just a really great moisturizing primer. It's just really bulky in container. Like, it's a lot of container and then the product's actually in the smaller jar here, but I loved it. It was really nice. Something else I really loved, but super, super expensive. The Juno & Co. is a pretty good price, and you can use the code Porcelain if you want to save money off of it. Something that I wish I had a discount code for, Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Like, this is so expensive. It's never on sale. I used it till I couldn't get anything else out of it. Honestly, again, the jar, it's not even in this little jar in here. It's like in the center jar. It's a scam of how much product you're getting, I feel like. But I really liked the moisturizer. My skin had no issues while I was using that moisturizer, which makes me want to buy it, but I can't afford that. But yeah, that was an amazing product. Next up, we're at hair stuff now and body stuff. Oh wait, no, I have another eyeliner. I have the Glamlight calligraphy eyeliner. This was really, really good. I love this eyeliner. It was obviously amazing. If I place another order with Glamlight, since they have Afterpay, I will definitely pick up another eyeliner. I love that one. Really good point on it. Hair stuff though, the Pacifica Berry Reserve Color Shampoo, it was fine. It was fine. I actually got it for like $2 at TJ Maxx because the cap was loose. It didn't really stick that well, but it worked for me after a while. I like it. I also finished another Zion Health Scalp and Hair Scrub in Pear Blossom. This is wonderful if my hair color is already faded, and I know my hair color usually with this kind of product does fade. My hair color is already faded and I want to like clean my scalp and everything. This is great, and this is my favorite scent, the Pear Blossom one. It smells so freaking good. Like, it smells so fresh and clean. Like, I want another one. Ah! Zion Health, please help. Alright, anyways, I have two toothpastes. I have the Pro Enamel Sensodyne and the Colgate Optic White. I try to use Colgate because the Colgate Comedy Hour back in the day, like in the 50s, was hilarious. And I still appreciate that comedy, so that's why I use Colgate normally. But, you know, I'm not dedicated to anything technically. Unless someone brought like a really weird, like a toothpaste in my house and be like, what's this? Weird Colgate family. I have some hair colors from Arctic Fox. I have a full size 8 ounce of the Sunset Orange. Some Cosmic Sunshine, which is a yellow, as well as a full size purple. I feel these bottles. These are a thick plastic bottle. I feel them like there's a little bit of product in here I need to save and like cut these bottles open. I cannot tell you how many times I took a knife and cut open the bottle in half to get all the excess product out of the inside for these things. They're so good, but I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be a mature adult and just buy new hair color when I'm out of it instead of staining my entire bathroom counter with hair dye from cutting open a bottle. But yeah, I finished 3 colors. Not shocking at all. And then the last thing in here is something I got for, I don't know, it was originally $8.99. I got it on sale for probably like $6 from TJ Maxx. It is a Milk Day conditioner with coconut milk and almond oil and almond milk. I bought this because it had a big pump on it. The Milk Day leave-in conditioner I really enjoy. So this is fine. It's not a very luxurious conditioner, but it does the job for what I needed. And I had a ton of it for $6, so I can't complain about that whatsoever. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, down below, I'd appreciate it. Again, check out my true crime podcast, Crimeax, if you're interested in true crime. I post every Tuesday. We have a new episode with my boyfriend Cortland. He's my co-host. And also check out Dossier down below if you're checking out a new fragrance for an affordable price. And thank you guys so much. I feel like that was a lot of little add-ons at the end there. But anyways, thank you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.